Hi my friends, thank you for joining me again for another recipe for survival. Today I'm making a show called Back to Basics, or then all morning I've been thinking I could also call this episode From Farm to Farm and Pharmacy. The basic theme of today's show is the importance of cooking with nutritional, health supportive ingredients. After I did my Sicilian lunch show, one of my friends called and said, Dee, you've completely lost sight of what Recipes for Survival stands for. What's the survival part of Recipes for Survival? And when I started Recipes for Survival, it was the importance of using health supportive ingredients. Today I'm going to make a sweet potato topped with baked beans and a kale salad. I was inspired, of course, to make kale, the world's most nutritional ingredient. But the kale was so bloody expensive, and I couldn't. I'm using chicory actually, which was a little more economical and just as healthful. And I'll get into that as I make as I'm making the salad. And then I'm making a peanut dressing sauce with molasses, and molasses is a big component in making baked beans, and molasses is also one of the most highly nutritional ingredients you can get on the planet, and some ginger in our dressing. I'm going to get started with steaming off the sweet potato. I have this fabulous pot, I hope you can see, which has a steamer that fits in. I'm just adding cold water to the bottom. I'll put it over medium-high heat on a back burner. And I'm simply going to slice this sweet potato. And of course, I washed it off. I'm leaving the skin on. Because I'm running out today, I'm not even going to use this whole sweet potato. I'm just going to steam off maybe half of it. And this stays fine in the refrigerator. Of course, you want to use all organic ingredients. And sweet potatoes, as I was saying, are high in vitamin A, carotenes, antioxidants, anti-inflammatories. And then I'm just going to get those steamed off. Now I'm going to start to get the salad ready. Again, this was, I was inspired when I saw a recipe for a kale salad with this peanut dressing. But the kale was so bloody expensive, and it's hard to find the lacinato, the flat leaf. So I went with this chicory, which is just as, has wonderful, healthful, nutritional elements. Nutritional benefits, nutrient rich. I even read that it's been said the Egyptians ate chicory to help with detoxifying their liver. Now I've gone through, and what I'm doing is a rough chop through half of a head of chicory. And look how much I have. And I paid less than $3 for a full head. I'm going to wash this, and I'll show you how I do that. I have the roughly chopped chicory in some very cold water to wash it. And then what I'm going to do, a friend of mine told me, it's smart to put just a drop of vinegar, because if there should be any little bugs, they will fall to the bottom. And and what I'm going to do is gently, toss it in this very cold water, and the soil will fall to the bottom, and then we'll dry it out and chop it up. Okay, my friends, so this is the chicory after washing it. And then I'm going to do a fine chop through this, and this is really fun to do, and it's very important to have a good sharp knife. And if you don't have a stone to sharpen your knives on, the best thing to use is the bottom of a cup or a plate. This much is a quarter, 1/4 of the head that I bought for less than $3. Okay, next I'm going to chop up and toast the walnuts. They have a rare vitamin E, which is good for your skin in them, and also good for helping to lower blood pressure. Get these in there. It's a nice thing to keep in mind when you're preparing meals and food is colors on the plate. You get the mint in here, which is very simple. You want to pull the leaves off the main stem and mince very well. And let me show you that. I'm going to use all of this with how much of the chicory that I have. For joining me again for Recipes for Survival, back to basics and cooking with nutrient-rich ingredients. Hi my friends, I'm gonna I finally have the mint. I finally minced the mint into the salad, and I'm just mixing it up, and then I'm gonna put a little in this bowl to put the dressing on, because I'm not gonna put the dressing on the entire thing, because this will last well in the refrigerator if you put some paper towel over it. Now I'm going to start with, to prepare the salad dressing. This is the 3 tablespoons of peanut butter and molasses. And some red pepper flakes, which I've just got some, that's probably way more than you need. And a splash of rice wine vinegar. I have this as a mixture of mirin, rice vinegar, a splash. I'm going to put some orange tangerine mandarin juice, which I have. Believe me, that wasn't called for in the recipe. And then just a few slices, very thin. And then I'm going to mince it. Ginger, which is, as you know, it helps to fight infection, and it raises the oxygen in your blood. And just whisk this up. Pour some of my peanut, molasses, rice vinegar, orange juice dressing on here. Now my friends, just for the fun of it, because I can and I have all the ingredients, I want to enhance my baked beans, which I got all organic. There are a number of these are Trader Joe's all organic baked beans. I'm putting about another tablespoon of molasses in here. Everything that's already in here, but because I have the ingredients and I'm doing a cooking show, here's the molasses. Rich in calcium, magnesium, and iron, and very low glycemic count. Rather than tomato paste, I got this balsamic ketchup when I was in Toronto at a fancy food place. So I'm just going to put a splash of that in there, and some mustard. So I hope you enjoyed my nutrient-rich episode, Recipes for Survival. Chicory salad, peanut dressing, toasted walnuts, mint, baked beans with molasses, and steamed sweet potato. Nutrient-rich lunch or dinner. Thank you so much. And I hope you'll join me again for another Recipe for Survival.